who plays for the Cleveland Browns, is in Ghana doing another one of his football camps for young people. Over 100 youth are here today and tomorrow to come and enjoy themselves and to learn from some of the best NFL players out there. They are privileged to learn from these men who are just giving back to the community. This is a great way to help build the leaders of tomorrow, because sports is more than playing a game. It is actually teaching you discipline. It is giving you life skills. Now, this camp is called the Nkwa Ghana Camp 2024. And Nkwa, what does it mean? Natural, knowledge, wisdom, and affirmation. Teaching the young people all of those things through sports. This is an exciting weekend, and we can't wait to take you through what's happening.
Hey, guys, fellas. After the drill, bring them up, break them down, right?
So we're here at the Nkwa Ghana camp. Kids are coming to get skills in football, American football, because we know in Ghana, in football, they talk about soccer, but this is American football, and we're excited that these players are here to come and coach these kids to learn the skills of this sport, because, you know, NFL Africa coming together, we're seeing so much change happen, as giving kids the opportunities they might not have had before. So I am here with one of the young men who's here to coach these kids, who's come all the way from the U.S.
Yep.
Tell me why you wanted to be part of this.
The reason I wanted to be a part of this because I realized that from a Pan-Africanist point of view, we all kind of share the same bloodline. You know, I was recently doing some research on, you know, the slave trade, and I realized that, you know, most of the slaves that came over, my descendants were West Africans, Igbo tribe, so mainly Nigeria, but I'm sure Ghana was a part of that as well. But regardless, I just feel a family connection, and I wanted to come and, you know, be a part of this because the game I love so much. I just know that there are a lot of kids here who have the same ability and talent that I had, as far as, you know, the melanin and what that chemical does in our bodies. It's truly remarkable. So I wanted to come and, you know, help teach the fundamentals of the game, to help progress it internationally, and, you know, in hopes that some of these kids can grasp hold to it and, you know, hopefully see a future in the NFL one day.
And you're in the NFL how many years now?
I'm going on my 10th year.
Wow.
Yeah, I know I look young. I know. I'm just playing.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You do. And you play for?
I play for the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, me and Jeremiah, the guy who's hosting this camp, we play for the same team.
How long have you been playing together?
I've only been playing for the Cleveland Browns 2 years, but I'm going on my 3rd. Yeah.
Okay. And so he was able to inspire you to come? Yes,
100%. Jeremiah, one thing about him, he's a very good leader. He's the guy who, you know, there's a road, you have the opportunity to go left, right, he's going to go straight. You know what I'm saying? So he's kind of a trailblazer in that manner. This is just very interesting that he does things like this at a very young age. So, you know, I'm glad to be a part of it.
Great. Great to see you here.
Back your line, back your line, back your line, back your line.
Jeremiah invited some of his colleagues from the NFL, including fellow teammates, to help with coaching the youth at the camp. For some, it was their first time coming to Ghana, and they were blessed to have an experienced coach with decades of experience coaching them.
I'm here with one of the coaches that was helping the young people today learn all about playing American football, because here in Ghana, football is soccer, and I know that the kids really, really loved everything that they learned from you. You have a world of experience. You said you started in 1987,
yes,
before any of these kids were born. So what made you decide to come to Ghana? First of all, I should ask you, is this your first time in Ghana?
This is my first time in Ghana.
Okay.
Yes.
And then what made you decide to join the camp with Jeremiah to do this?
First and foremost, you know, anything I've any event that I've interacted with Jeremiah has always been successful. So for him to constantly invite me and ask me to come join him with an event with these young men, is a blessing. So I honor that blessing, and I tell you, nothing I could think about, fathom, is any way possible is close to the energy, the excitement of actually being here. Looking in their face, seeing the passionate and their reaction to everything you do, the ability to absorb the knowledge, apply it, the unity, the love you feel on this field is amazing, and there's no other way that you can replace that. So no thought process I had coming over here could possibly, there's no way possible that it could be anywhere to what it actually feels on the inside of me. As I sign their jerseys, I look in their face and they tell me they love me, and I tell them I love them because I truly feel that way. So yes, it was definitely worth being here.
That's beautiful.
I love it.
This is your first time in Ghana. What's the experience been like so far?
Absolutely amazing. When I say absolutely amazing, from the moment I got off the plane, the greeting at the airport, the constant escort, with the safety evolutions, just ensure that we got there safe and sound, and the whole energy of being here, everyone from going into the apartment, going out to dinner, everybody you just feel the love each and every moment, and that's something that you want to endure on your day-to-day life. So it's been absolutely amazing.
That's good. And I hear today's your birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
I'm actually turned 56 today. I kind of feel like I'm 25. But I felt that way when the camp started, but as it got older, I felt who I am. But no, this is amazing. Energy was electrifying. Those young men, the resiliency, as they go on through the camps, the one-on-ones, and then when they were doing the actual 7-on-7, to hear them communicate, some of the communication and technical skill set, the things that we were telling them yesterday was actually translating. So that just showed the ability of them to absorb the knowledge and being able to apply it in a short time frame. So
it's amazing because some of them said they've never played before.
Right, and they was out there talking the talk, playing the game the way it should be played. So that's enlightening.
That's good. That's good. Thank you so much for coming out.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
And enjoy your birthday.
I thank y'all for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.
The African continent is especially important to the NFL and its new NFL Africa because many of these youth would have never played this game, with football, known as soccer in North America, being a preferred sport in Africa. But this American football is slowly becoming more popular. Young people are beginning to love this game. Camps like this will support the NFL's vision of expanding into international markets. NFL Africa will likely be recruiting from the next generation of football talent across the continent, using camps just like this.
I'm Ampa Benjamin Duka Kings. I'm the age of 21, and I played for Imboteb.
And what was the highlight of the weekend for you?
The highlight was actually the game. We got to learn more, and we got exposed to new attitudes and new experience that I think will help us in the future. Yeah.
Did it live up to your expectations?
Oh yeah, it was great. I mean, I loved the welcome. All the celebrities, they welcomed us. They taught us a lot, which I really appreciate, and I thank them for that. Yeah.
Is there any one thing that you remember the most that you learned?
I think with the throwing, yeah, I was taught how to throw the ball better. So I think now I'm better at throwing.
Good, fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank
fantastic.
you.
Thank you very much.
Whoever has the ball, you're about to get tackled, stay behind the not close. Not close. You got to get tackled. Be our defense. We go one-on-one. We're going to play corner and safety. All right? We go defense first. Hey, family, bring it in, bring it in. Coaches do. Hey, family, y'all do. 1, 2, 3.
Now, the team was Ya Santua, and I noticed the teams all had significant names on them.
Yeah.
What did you think about that, for that to be the team names?
Actually, looking at the fact that those individual names represented people with who played significant role in where we are right now. I think they just had to do it that way so that we have that kind of competition among us.
Were there any team names that you didn't know?
Yes, actually, yes, please. Ida, B Walls, and some other names. Yeah.
Okay. So it was a learning lesson for all of you.
It was a learning
educated
lesson.
for all of you as well.
I learned a lot, actually.
Have you played American football before?
This is my first time, actually, and I'm even surprised, and I'm happy about the fact that it took only 2 days for us to get on the field to do the actual thing. Yeah, good.
That's good. So you enjoyed it?
A lot. I enjoyed it a lot.
Would you come back next year?
Always. I'll be always to learn. And the thing is, when I get back home, in my free time, I'll try and practice more so that next time when I come here, I'm going to have it a lot more easier and I can blend in well next time. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you had a good time.
Thank you.
There are so many young people here excited to play football and to learn from some of the best players from the NFL. I'm here with Caleb. Caleb, right?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 14.
14? Have you always wanted to play this sport?
I mean, yeah, basketball and NFL. That's pretty much too.
Okay, so when you heard about this camp, what made you decide that you wanted to come?
So honestly, my mom was telling me about NFL players, how they were coming to Ghana, and I was like, that's cool. And then this morning, I actually didn't know. My mom just woke me up and was like, oh, you're going to an NFL camp. I was like, yo. And I got up, I started getting ready, and I just came. I've made some friends here, and they're also very excited to get this opportunity too, so it was nice.
That's great. So your mom woke you up this morning?
Yeah, like I had no idea I was coming here today. I thought I was gonna go play basketball or something, then my mom just woke me up like, yo. I was like, okay.
Wow, that's really cool. Okay, so you're here. Last question for you. What are you hoping to learn today?
I want to learn more of the sport. I mean, as a kid, I played it a little bit, but I want to get to know the sport. And I also want to meet some of the players that I recognize here.
Great. Have fun.
Okay. Thank you.
So amongst all the men was this one young lady this weekend for the camp, and she also won an award. They acknowledged her for being the only female here and all of the hard work that she did. How does it feel?
I'm so excited. Actually, I'm just proud of myself. Yeah, to be just the only lady among guys, like TikTok guys. I'm so warmed. Thank you.
Yeah, you really held your own ground. Like I saw you out there running around and just making the moves and really following the instructions that they were teaching you. What was something that you learned, like one of the moves? What was one of the moves? I know I saw a lot of this, like stuff like this, and like what was something that really has stuck with you that you know you're going to keep practicing and doing?
Actually pulling the flags.
Pulling the flags?
Yeah, pulling the flags, like tackling your opponent, like focusing on the person and like just going wherever the person goes here. So that's what I've actually taken so far. Yeah.
Okay. And then every team had a name that was representing someone in history. And I know there's some names that people didn't know. Was there any of the names that you did not know that you learned?
Actually, I think. I actually know all of them because I was here last year and it was here, so it wasn't new to me.
Okay. So when you did hear it for the first time last year,
Santua was my team.
Yeah, Santua was your team. And then was there any name that you didn't know that you learned from them?
Actually, I can't recall.
You can't recall. Okay. And do you think it's important to have these kinds of names for people?
Oh, of course, of course. They are big men, so we need to have those names.
There's more than men.
I mean,
there was women too.
Women, sorry. My bad.
In addition to the most underrated, like this young lady.
And he talks a lot about the sports giving you skills that you can use in your life, not only in sports.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes, I agree, 100%. Actually, I actually learned to do things independently. Yeah. So no matter how, no matter what you see around you, you can still make it. So that's the key that I took from it. That as I'm the only lady here, I can do whatever I put my mind on to do.
Great.
So yeah.
So I am here with Amanda, who's part of the team with this camp. This is a really exciting day, seeing all these kids here. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. Anything for the youth of Ghana. You know, I'm Ghanaian, I'm 26, I'm trying to move back to Ghana, so anything I can do to help the youth, that's why I'm a part of this team.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Yes.
And you're Ghanaian, but you live in the U.S.?
Yes, I do.
Where are you living?
In New Jersey.
Okay.
And I work in New York.
Okay. And how did you connect with Jeremiah to do this camp?
Yes, we met through a mutual friend. And so he's seen a little bit of my work. I'm a partner manager at Google on the YouTube team. So I do a lot of this. I also have a production company, so I had to do a lot of the media for my own show as well.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And so the work that you've been doing so far, you know, how have you been projecting the information about this camp? Because there's so many kids here. How did they find out?
Yes. Okay. So I actually made a TikTok video myself on because I have a little bit of a platform on TikTok, as well as set up some interviews for Jeremiah with different networks.
Everybody start on the whistle. Everybody start on the whistle. 30 seconds, you better get started.
My name is Ivy Prosper, and we are at the Nkwa football camp here with the founder, Jeremiah Owusu Koromwa, and he has been making waves. First of all, I want to talk about the fact that congratulations on you winning most fashionable NFL player from GQ magazine.
Yeah.
Congrats on that.
Thank you so much.
I think that is absolutely amazing because Africa is being put on the map through fashion.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. It's many different portions of life that can push a nation forward, can give light to an entire continent, give light to an entire people. So every aspect of life is very important in the upliftment, not only of the youth, but of all that are involved.
It's very important, and I love that your mom was here.
Yeah, my mom was here. I had
Big support.
First time in Africa, I believe.
Really?
I think it was the first time in Africa.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, amazing.
I was talking to her briefly, but she didn't mention to me that it was her first time.
First time in Africa.
Wow.
She's like, oh, I want to move here. I hear you. The emotional stuff, man.
It's true. We love our emotions. But there's a lot of guys who connect with Africa too when they come here too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Historical reasons that they have a connection. But let's talk about the camp. What made you decide to start this particular camp? Because it seems that you have a huge focus on the wellness, the health and wellness, discipline, life skills.
Well, I believe it was the example of my elders. The examples of those that come before me, whether in Africa itself or dispersed throughout the diaspora, the West Indies, the European continent, Asia, all of those who came before me that have contributed to the land of Africa, that have contributed to Africa's children and Africa's parents. That was really the inspiration. And I took it upon myself to look internal and said, what has brought me to this point? It was paying attention to what I ate.
It was paying attention to what I was listening to, paying attention to how I think, paying attention to what I'm dressing and the things that I'm doing on a daily basis. So for me, it's just a piece of myself that I'm just pulling out, the holistic aspect through football, right? And I think that that's a positive tool because take a look at any civilization in history, and they've all utilized sports to teach, to inspire, and to uplift not only just the people but the youth.
It's excellent. And this is the 3rd edition.
Yes,
right?
3rd edition, annual.
And I love how you've incorporated the names of historical figures on the teams, because some of these kids didn't even know who these people were.
Yeah, and shout out to Honorable Ross Wayne and Honorable Priest Kailash for having such a broad and direct connection to those people, so much so that they can expand on their ideas, expand on their philosophies, expand on their life in the way that they did. I mean, they did a great job in explaining and really allowing the youth to connect with those of their ancestors. So I thought that was a great job.
And congratulations, your team, Ya Santua, won.
You know, this is the first time I've actually won.
Is it?
Yeah, the other 2 years I lost. One of the years I lost a championship. The other, I think we had some issues. Yeah.
Well, congrats. The kids all had a great time. And I want to know, what is the one thing that really stood out to you over this weekend with the kids?
One thing that stood out to me was their ability to receive information and implement it right away. Football is about just that. It's about taking information quickly and being able to implement it in your actions. And in life, what's the most important thing? The most important thing is wisdom.
Yeah.
And wisdom is what? To receive knowledge and to measure it by how you act it out.
Yeah.
And that's what I believe that they exemplified. And I was, it's part of my expectations too, because I know our spirit, you know, I know our intention to want to take the opportunity and don't use it for granted.
This is a really exciting day because there are so many players who are here ready to show their skills to these kids here in Ghana, and I'm excited to be talking to another member of the Cleveland Browns today. Tell us about the reason why you decided that you wanted to be part of this.
Well, first and foremost, I would like to thank everybody in the country of Ghana, you know, just for accepting us, welcoming us, and being very helpful and resourceful since we've been here. But my main reason on coming here was to be able to build my connection with the motherland, of course, and just to be able to shed the light that we have as NFL players on some of the talent that you guys have around here. I mean, we kind of seem like distant cousins being all the way in the States, but to, you know, get an opportunity to be out here and to serve a purpose, I couldn't find any better reason to be out here. So I'm excited and very thankful and appreciative.
That's really nice.
Yeah, of course.
This is your first visit to Ghana, I presume?
Yeah, this is my first visit to Africa, period. So,
wow.
Yes, it's been amazing thus far, and I'm just only excited for what's coming next.
And how many days have you been here so far?
I've been here for 3 days now, so this will be, this is the weekend now, so I've heard a lot of things about the weekend and the nightlife out here, so we're going to go out here and work early, and I heard that we're going to be partying pretty late too, just celebrating everything, so okay. I'm excited.
Okay. So far in the 3 days you've been here, what has been the thing that has stood out to you the most?
I would say just how informative everything's been. You know, we've had an opportunity to meet a lot of people that's in position of power, and everybody's been very welcoming and very informative. You know, they're helping us understand and realize that although we're so far away, we're very close in a lot of things that we do. So I just can appreciate that more than anything.
What piece of advice would you give a young kid living in the continent of Africa about how they can tap into their skills to become an American football player?
My biggest piece of advice would to be to stay focused and be yourself.
How's your experience today at the camp?
I was feeling excited, and then I was very honored to join again. This is my second time being here at the camp, and then being part of the camp actually trains your body both physically and mentally, and then it also helps you improve your skills in sports. Yeah.
Do you play any other sports?
No.
Okay, so this sport, what made you become interested? Is it because of Jeremiah, or you genuinely had an interest already?
I had an interest.
So do you watch American football?
Yep.
Do you have any teams that you like?
My favorite team is Cleveland Browns.
Okay, all right. Jeremiah is always wearing traditional wear when he's entering into each of the games. We see the pictures online, videos, and a lot of people are praising him for it. And then he even won the award for most stylish NFL player from GQ magazine. And here in Ghana, sometimes people are not wearing their own cultural clothing. How did that make you feel, or what do you think about it when you see some of the pictures of him when he's wearing the traditional wear?
When I see him in that outfit, I feel proud as an African, I feel proud as a Ghanaian, and then he's actually promoting Africa through sport. Yeah.
When can we expect this to happen again?
Well, it happens annually, but part of the Inquire mission is to, as this year you'll see about 10 guys on online classes as in mentoring classes. We're going to choose 10 guys and reach out to them to be able to create something sustainable, at least from the mental first, right? And once it happens mentally, then it can happen and manifest itself in the physical. So as far as the camp, you'll see it again next year. But again, the mission is to create sustainable pathways for the youth. So obviously, an educational center is within sight, and be the first educational center in Africa that has U.S. type of football incorporated in its curriculum.
So you're going to have an educational center?
God willing, yes.
Are you going to be working with Mohammed on that, or?
A lot of people will be involved, but Mohammed will be a key piece in that.
That's great. That's great. You have a lot of wisdom.
Me? I'm 24,
really
right?
You really do. No, I mean, like, for the amount of years that you've lived, you have a lot of wisdom, because there's people who are 24 who don't have the level of wisdom you have.
They do, they just haven't proved it out yet. You know?
That's good.
Like it's inside of them.
That's good.
You know?
That's good.
There's a proverb that talks about people that keep wisdom inside. And it says that if you pull out what is inside of you will save you. But if you keep in what is inside of you will destroy you. And the scripture says what? People fail for a lack of knowledge because they have rejected knowledge. The more that we can put in front of, the more that we can expose new information, new knowledge, new experiences to the youth and to all the populations of Africa and Ghana specifically, the more that can be inspired and bring it out and to search and to discover.
Have you heard of Year of Return and Beyond the Return?
Yeah, I have.
What are your thoughts on that as far as inviting the diaspora to come back to Africa?
I mean, that's what nature is. Nature calls back the river, the water, streams. Nature calls back the birds to do their migration back. You know, nature calls back all the animals to a specific migration, a specific route every year. That's what nature is, right? We have, as African people, very entrenched and connected with nature. We come outside, we get livid by the sun, right? We're attracted to it.
Yeah.
Right, so as African people, it's only natural for us to be called home by someone, something, in particular nature. So you're doing the nature's work. You're doing the mother's work.
Yes, we are.
That's us, yeah.
We really are, we really are, we really are. And we appreciate you coming back, and we appreciate you giving back to the community through sports and developing the next generation of Africans.
Yes, give thanks. Give thanks for life.
Thank you. Thank you so much. How does it feel being a Ghanaian, being here in Ghana, to know that he's doing something to help the youth?
Yes, it feels absolutely amazing to know that we're somehow taking Ghana out of our piece of Africa and sending it to the global stage, because I know there are going to be American eyes on this for sure. So that feels amazing to know that these kids are being given a platform. No matter where they come from in Ghana, somebody somewhere out there is going to be able to see them.
Fantastic. Great work.
Thank you.
Great work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ghana is a blessing country. Nothing you go tell me where I go believe. Ghana is blessed.
They are doing everything. People are coming there gradually, and they are coming in. That makes you to understand that Ghana is a blessing country. Can't you see Ghana is a blessing country? Because when you are blessed, greatness will be locating you gradually, and gradually. You see how these people are coming in gradually, process by process, and they are coming in. Before you know, another thing will come in. That is, you start somewhere, and that is what is happening right now in Ghana. So now, to me, I'm saying Ghana is a blessed country, and when you are blessed, glory will locate you gradually, not rush. Why other countries will be saying it? What is happening? How does this thing happen? How this thing happen? It be like a dream to you, but it's happening. But you go sound like dream. Although, Happy New Year to almost everyone today. We're celebrating New Year. Now I just want to wish you a Happy New Year. Thank everybody for your time. See me in my next video.